It was a cold Christmas Eve, and Bandit, a playful but lonely terrier shelter dog, gazed out the frosty window. Every night, he dreamed of adventure, running free through fields and forests. But what Bandit wanted most of all was a loving family, a home where he could belong. As the stars twinkled brightly in the night sky, Bandit's heart was full of hope. This Christmas felt different, and deep down, he believed something magical might happen. As the shelter grew quiet, Bandit curled up in his cozy corner, dozing off. Just as Bandit was about to drift off to sleep, a soft jingling sound echoed outside the shelter. Suddenly, a bright light filled the room. Bandit the Terrier opened his eyes to see a huge, sparkling sleigh parked just outside the window. And sitting in the sleigh was none other than Santa himself, his rosy cheeks glowing in the moonlight. "Come along, Bandit," Santa called with a wink. "Hop in. I need a brave dog to help me deliver presents tonight," Santa said, his voice filled with cheer. Bandit's heart leaped with excitement. Could this really be happening? Without a second thought, he raced outside and hopped into the sleigh beside Santa. The moment his paws touched the sleigh, they took off into the sky together. They flew over twinkling Christmas trees, snowy rooftops, and children tucked snugly in their beds. Bandit's tail wagged wildly as the wind rushed through his fur. It was more wonderful than he had ever imagined. Up they flew, soaring over snowy rooftops, twinkling lights, and peaceful towns. Together, they visited homes all over the world, delivering presents to sleeping children. Bandit felt the wind ruffle his fur as they zoomed through the night, his tail wagging in pure joy. It was everything he had ever dreamed of and more. As they traveled from home to home, Bandit eagerly helped Santa deliver gifts. When they landed on rooftops, Bandit would carry small presents in his mouth, dashing to each chimney or porch. His little paws left prints in the snow as he carefully placed toys and treats for boys and girls all around the world. Santa chuckled at how excited and helpful Bandit was. "You're a natural bandit," Santa exclaimed, his eyes twinkling. The joy of giving filled Bandit's heart, and he couldn't wait to see the happy faces of children when they woke up to their gifts. Bandit knew this night was special, and he was part of something magical. Before Bandit knew it, the night was drawing to a close, and the sleigh landed gently in front of a cozy house with glowing Christmas lights. Santa gave Bandit a pat on the head and said, "This is where your next adventure begins." Bandit looked up in surprise. The door opened, and a kind family stood waiting, arms outstretched, ready to welcome Bandit into their lives. He raced toward them, his heart filled with joy. Santa handed him a note that read, "Every dog deserves a home for Christmas." With a wag of his tail and a warm heart, Bandit trotted toward the family. They welcomed him with open arms, giving him the love and warmth he had always dreamed of. That night, Bandit curled up by the fire, his dreams finally coming true, knowing that he had finally found his forever home. As he drifted off to sleep, he knew that this Christmas would be one he'd never forget. Moral of the story: every dreamer deserves a chance to soar.